Good morning and welcome to today's daily reading for the 6th of December. Oh, it says I'm muted. It's a bit strange. Doesn't look like I'm muted, but we'll see. Okay, so December 6th, we're going to be reading from Peace in Our Hearts, Peace in the World by Ruth Fishel. Your copy may be purple. It's a purpley copy that's the most recent copy. I've had this one for a few years and I love my blue copy. So, December 6th. I have been through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. And that's a quote from Mark Twain. Fear is a healthy instinct that can save our lives, but most of the time, fear originates in our minds in the form of something that hasn't occurred. These imagined fears cause us stress and unnecessary suffering. They usually stem from the thought of losing something we already have or not getting something we want. Fear can keep us up at night, ruin our appetites, block our memories, and cause life-threatening physical and mental illnesses. Fear comes only when we live in the future and not in the present moment. Faith is on the other side of fear. Turning our fears over to a power greater than ourselves is the perfect key to inner peace. In fact, turning everything over to God, living with the faith that God is in charge, can bring us peace and joy beyond our wildest imaginations. I am flooded with peace today as I turn all my fears over to the care of God. And as always, I say, the God of your understanding. And if you don't believe in a God of any sort, then think of something greater than yourself. Is there something greater than yourself? I know people who think we live, we die, end of story. And if that's where you are, that's okay. I do these readings so that maybe I can plant seeds for people that there maybe is something different. Even for myself, that there is something different. Up until this year, I had kind of taken the word God out of my vocabulary, but I have returned to God this year, and it feels very comfortable because I've come to Him in my own terms, under my own terms, in my own choice, not from being raised in the church when I was a child and a teenager. So it feels different now, and it feels much deeper. And the word faith, faith has been so big for me this year, having the faith that things will be okay, that there is a bigger picture for everything. And the main thing for me this year has been keeping fear at bay. I had a medical procedure in the spring, which could have had results that were not very favourable. And in the lead up weeks, I had been working on self-healing prior to that, but in the lead up, when the surgery had actually been arranged, finally I said yes to it. I turned and faced, God, if you like, and put all my faith in prayer. It was very interesting. It was like I went from knowing that I had the power to heal to knowing that I had the power to heal. There was a belief and then a belief. There was faith and then there was faith. There was knowing and then there was knowing. It was a very interesting transition over a couple of weeks of trust and faith, and where it says faith is on the other side of fear, I wasn't fearful. I'm very lucky I have my Bach flower remedies, and there are Bach flower remedies for when you are experiencing fear, and they balance out that fear so that you have the courage you need and you're not feeling scared, feeling angry, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling worried. All these things are emotions, and we're all human and we all have them. But if they are sticking around, and if they stick around, they will, over the long term, be causing us great stress. And stress is a well-known factor in illness development. Okay, the scientists are now proving it, that everything is linked. Psychoneuroimmunology, our immune systems are tied to our emotions. So there's a tiny little bit of science, because I'm not a scientist, but I love this. Mark Twain says, I have been through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened because we put ourselves through terrible times in our minds. So my 5 minutes are up. I'm wishing you a wonderful day, and namaste, sending love out to you all as ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.